This is the Sodarshan Chakra Kriya. It's a suspension of breath meditation, and it's a big one. This is not one that you want to do for the first time, especially if you aren't practiced in pranayam and if you're not practiced in suspension of breath meditations. There's a lot happening here. And the other thing is that if you have a lot of past trauma that you're not sure that you've dealt with, you definitely want to take this one very slowly. And I would really suggest that you take this one on with a mentor so that you have someone to talk to from beginning to end through the journey, and make sure that the experiences that you're experiencing are, that you have support around it. And that's, again, if you know that you have some major traumas in the past that you're not quite sure that you've worked through, that is going to be my caveat for this meditation, all right? Otherwise, this meditation is incredibly powerful. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's also incredibly powerful. It totally shifts your personality, not in a way where you feel like, oh, who am I? I don't want to lose myself. But in a way that, who am I? It's that kind of, who am I? It brings out that part of you that you really want to bring out, the part of you that knows that you are divine, and that knows when you're in the best place, what you're capable of. It's like, watch out world, here I come type of person, without that kind of like bravado that is fake, but it's the more authentic kind where you feel really grounded, you know who you are, and you know that you have the cosmos on your side. That kind of who are you, all right? It strengthens and balances your neutral mind so that you can come from a place of, having that committee. Our head has that committee, the positive, the negative, all the different ways that our mind thinks, all the different aspects. And sometimes it makes us, it kind of like unable to decide, right? And the neutral mind, if you have a good one, you can take all the parts and really know what the right next step is. And it can also see steps ahead. That's what the Sodarshan Chakra Kriya does. It allows you to, that the concept of chess, how you can, the really good players can really see steps and steps and steps ahead of what the actions and consequences are. That's what the Sodarshan Chakra Kriya gives you the ability. It just cultivates that ability to do that in your life, and also it strengthens your ability to detach. So rather than being so attached to an outcome. So we're not talking about be detached from desires. I want to be careful about that because, sometimes in yoga we say that we want to be more detached. We don't really want to be detached from our desires. Our desires is part of our emotions. Our emotions is part of the compass that allows us to connect with the soul's desires. Our soul actually communicates with us through our body and through our emotions. They're interrelated. You cannot separate the two. And it helps us to know if we're going off track or going back on track. And when you can really see that through the neutral mind, you can connect with where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want out of life. And when you are detached, it gives you the ability to not be so attached to the end result, how the journey should look, and it gives you the ability to flow and pivot throughout the journey towards that end goal, your soul's desire. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And that's what's so powerful about this Sodarshan Chakra Kriya. Okay, and the mantra we're going to use now. So here are the instructions. Here are all the little parts, the parts of this meditation. Your mantra is Wahe Guru. Wahe guru. You can use it, you can treat it as a 4-syllable thing, Wahe guru. But we're going to treat this as 3 syllables in this meditation. Wahe guru. Wahe guru. Okay? And let me show you what you're going to do with that mantra is, with the 3 syllables, is your navel center. You may have done this before where you're pumping the navel center goes in towards your spine. Well, you're going to do that in 3 segments. So if my hand was my navel and my body was my spine, it would look like this. Wa, he, guru. And by the guru, the navel center is as close to my spine as it can get. Wa, he, guru. Wa, he, guru. Okay? So it's 3 segmented, 3 segments in each pump. Wa, he, guru. Now, we're gonna inhale. The left hand is gonna go into gyan mudra at the knee, and it just stays there. And this gyan mudra is a hand posture that calls on wisdom and knowledge. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Okay, the pumping is stimulating our navel center, our 3rd chakra, which governs our personal power and our will. It's also stimulating and strengthening our digestive center and our agni, which is our digestive fire, our ability to metabolize and to transform things, okay, from raw material, from whatever material we have, into something, you know, that we can bring forward to the end, okay? So that's what's happening here. The mantra Waheguru means to experience ecstasy and joy that comes from moving from darkness to light, or from ignorance to wisdom and knowledge. Waheguru. So many things can be a Waheguru moment. Really great things that happen, Waheguru, to really crappy things that happen that we just wish didn't happen, but it gives us a lesson. It gives us something to learn from, and that's also Waheguru. So everything becomes a Waheguru, and it really brings us back to a sense of gratitude and appreciation for everything that comes into our life. So we're bringing that together with our digestion, our personal power, knowledge and wisdom. And the final thing then is it's not the final thing, but the next thing is the eye focus is at the tip of the nose. And don't try too hard to make it happen. Just look down in that direction, and don't worry whether you see just one side or the other, or if you're doing it correctly. Just look in that direction, and as you stay there, you're gonna start to feel a little bit of pressure in the forehead. And that pressure is, you know, us developing, we're working that frontal lobe, okay, which impacts our personality. Okay, so, you know, when they do when the lobotomy is doctor going up through our nostrils and then doing this to break this all up. And this is the opposite of a lobotomy. Okay, we're gonna really strengthen that aspect there. Now here's how the breath goes, and this is the part that gets really complicated, okay? So as we say Waheguru, or let's say, okay, let me just step back a little bit. You're gonna inhale deeply. You're gonna take your right hand and gently block off your right nostril and breathe through your left. Inhale through the left. At the top of your inhale, you're gonna suspend the breath. And when you suspend the breath, make sure you're not clenching your throat shut. You don't wanna to keep it suspended, because what you're doing is you're blocking off the flow of energy from the body to the brain. And you don't want to do that. That can create headaches. You're not allowing everything to flow back and forth. We need all that energy to go to the brain. The brain needs a lot of energy, a lot of blood, a lot of oxygen. So you want to maybe just only slightly constrict the base of your throat to help keep that inhale suspended. And while it's suspended, you're going to do 16 Wahegurus, and this is how you're going to count this, okay? So you're going to go Wahe with the right hand, Waheguru, 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 guru, Wahe, 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 guru. So 4 Wahe gurus for each finger, 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, and remember that with each Wahe guru, you're going to do the 3 segmented pump into your navel center. So it's Wahe guru, 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 Wahe guru. Okay? So again, the 3 pumps in towards your spine, 4 on each one. That makes it a total of 16 Wahe gurus. When you're done with the 16, and that's all on the suspension of breath at the top of your inhale, right? When you're done with the 16, you're gonna take your pinky and just block off the left nostril and exhale out the right. Take your time. It's not a, it's just gently. And then when you exhale, you're gonna gently exhale, okay? A lot of moving parts. Let me just demonstrate that, what that might look like when you do it silently. I'm gonna do the first round with the count for you. And so again, when you're doing this, since you're suspending the breath, I just said Wahe guru out loud, but it's gonna be said silently, okay? So it looks like this. Eyes at the tip of your nose. Exhale to the right. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna show you the finger count. Inhale to your left. And then I'm just gonna keep going. And that's the Wahe guru chakra, the Sodarshan chakra kriya. My left hand, you can't see it in the camera, is the whole time in gyan mudra. The entire time, my eyes are at the tip of the nose. 16 pumps, Wahe guru. And all of the pumping happens at the top of your inhale. Now, if it's difficult for you to do the 16 pumps, then just, when you're done, you can't do any more pumps, then exhale out. As if you've done the 16, inhale to the left nostril, start again, and just do as many as you can. The goal is to do the 16, but if you can't do it, it's not like you have to be defeated like this, and then just be like, all right, let me start over again. Just do what you can. Pump for as many as you can. Exhale as if you've done the 16. Inhale again, and just keep it going, okay? That's what we call fake it till you make it. And again, keep the spine tall like you're in the position of victory because you are victorious. And this is gonna create a lot of that for you. Once you start doing it, start wherever you are. I'm gonna do another video where we're gonna do this for 11 minutes. You can do this for a total of 31 minutes. And we'll just do this for 11 minutes. And if you wanna then move on and do this for 31, it is incredibly powerful to do it for 31 minutes. Then you'll just do this on your own. You'll just set your timer for 31 minutes. But we'll do this together for 11 minutes in the next video, okay? So that's the Sodarshan Chakra Kriya.